A few days since we do some news stories about bad cops. So we got one right here. Uvalde cops must be held accountable for this. Why? Well, you're going to find out why. Check it out.
Residents and media have fought for more information, like security camera and body camera footage to be released. Questions remain about why it took nearly 400 officers on the scene an astonishing 77 minutes before they confronted the gunman, even as emergency calls poured in, some from students stuck inside.
He's inside the school shooting at the kids!
Uvalde County 911.
Send help from my teacher, that's all I put their shot.
This week marked the one-year anniversary of the shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas. One of the most horrific acts of violence we have seen in recent years. It all could have ended much differently if law enforcement...
Oh, exactly. You know what, as well, too. It's the worst school shooting, you know, right up there. It's the worst school shooting that happened since Sandy Hook, as well.
Acted like they should have. Body cam footage from multiple officers compiled by the Texas Tribune during their investigation show how poor police training, the responding officers' attitudes, and our country's obsession with firearms all culminated in this disaster.
What sticks out in my mind was the amount of smoke, gun smoke that was inside the hallway. And I told the guys, hey, be careful, we're in the kill zone. Because I knew he had shot through the walls.
Careful, guys, shot fire.
I'm just waiting for those rounds to hit me. Right when we got to where we thought he was at, then gunfire. You know, I knew too, it wasn't a pistol, I knew it was a rifle. I was like, it's a rifle.
You know what kind of gun?
They are here. Here's a battle rifle. Really?
What's the safest way to do this? I'm not trying to get clapped out.
You knew that it was definitely a AR-223 round. You can see the shell casing. We had no choice but just to wait and try to get something that had better coverage where we could actually stand up to him.
Just from these first three clips, it's obvious. The officers value their personal safety and self-preservation more than the victims who they are supposed to protect. A mindset instilled during training where officer safety always takes precedence over the lives of the victim and or suspect of whatever scene they're responding to.
I called for long rifles, I know that. I don't know what words I used, but I knew we needed to get a whole bunch of those over there. Because I didn't have one, and I don't recall if Lieutenant Martinez even had one when we walked up.
Stop my truck, take out my AR, get it ready. I know there's schools going on. You're going to be shooting me. I need my AR.
Then we see how a multitude of officers were actually armed with assault rifles themselves, and according to the Texas Tribune, were virtually the same weapon that the shooter was using, adding another layer to how police incompetence on that day played a key role in extending the tragedy.
Had anybody gone through that door?
Yes, sir.
He would have killed whoever it was.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we can only carry so many ballistic vests on you. That 223 round would have gone right through you, through the door.
I want to get the door open. What am I going to do? It might as well be paper. I called for a shield, but our shields are, I don't think they're AR rated. They're more handgun rated. They're lightweight, and without maybe a ballistic, I just like we were in that fatal funnel. You know, over there we're going to get killed. You know.
Bortac showed up and they had this humongous shield. I mean,
What I don't get is, what I'm tripping on is, these Uvalde cops are so afraid of an AR-15. But remember when the Memphis shooting happened? The cops went in there real quick. They were not afraid of a machine gun. They were not. See, this is how much of a cowards these Uvalde cops are. And Brandon Timmons is a jackass. Say they're heroes. They ain't fucking heroes. They stayed there for 44 fucking minutes. Let 19 children, 2 teachers die. The 2 cops that went just at the Memphis shooting like that, shooting happened there, that only 3 kids got shot. Those fucking cops are the heroes, not these motherfuckers. The Nashville cops are heroes.
Thick shield. Once they went in, we heard a lot more gunfire. Then all I heard was they said that the shooter was down,
We're going to get scrutinized. I'm expecting that. We're going to get scrutinized why we didn't go in there. I know what the firepower he had based on what shells I saw. The holes in the wall in the room next to his And I know this is horrible, and I know this is what our training tells us to do, but we haven't contained. There's probably going to be some deceased in there, but we don't need any more from out here.
And there's now former police chief Pete Arredondo openly admitting that their training calls for the protection of officers at all costs, even doubling down on law enforcement's decision to not save as many children as possible, but rather keep as many officers.
Of course, he's gonna double down. He doubled down on stupidness. He's trying to, he's just trying to do cop splaining. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Do the cops really care about your safety, about your life? Fuck no. The end of the damn day, what is their number one goal? Is to go home to the family and the friends and the neighborhood like that. They don't care about your safety. They don't care if you live or die. They don't care about it all. You know, it's like they're so afraid like that. They're so afraid of a machine gun like that. But they got tactic gear. They got body armor. They got shields out there. They got mass destruction weapons themselves. But they're afraid of like that? No. All they care is about their own. They don't care about anybody. They wouldn't care if 50 fucking kids died at Uvalde. They just wanted to save their ass so they go home with their family.
Out of harm's way.
Why do these people who sit in power sit there and do absolutely nothing while our children are slaughtered?
Brett Cross's 10-year-old son, Uzziah Garcia, was killed that day.
I'm not a political person. All I want is justice and accountability for my son, his classmates, and teachers. That's all I want. And I don't want any other child to go through what my son did. I don't want any other parent to have a funeral for their child.
Yeah, you know what? I would tell anybody, it's like, yeah, look at the parents, look at those parents, the ordeal they went through Sandy Hook back years ago. Now here you got the parents grieving the same thing what Sandy Hook did over a decade ago. You got parents grieving like that. No parent should ever have to bury the child. No, because of police cowardness. They're so afraid of a weapon. They rather let people and children die so they could be with their family. Fuck that shit. I thought cops were about saving people's lives, being heroes, protecting and serving the community. Yeah, those of you Uvalde County, they were such a great job protecting and serving the community. Yeah, fuck that.
This is the crux of the tragedy. The people in positions of power doing nothing to fix the problems they are constantly perpetuating, whether it be through a constant stream of money from the National Rifle Association and other manufacturer lobbyists, or a need to throw red meat at their voter base to stay in power while continuing to enrich themselves through the political power they've accumulated. It is a problem that simply does not cease until we all realize what the problem is, vote these schmucks out, and put people in place who...
Well, that's the thing. You got these political Republican fuck brains. They don't care about anybody else. They care about their own agenda in their pocket. That's why Trump was the biggest jackass, loser president in the United States of America. You got political people out there. They look at minorities as a meat shield, as a handout. They don't care about your... And like, please, they don't care about your rights. They care about their own self.
Will at least try and preserve the sanctity of life. You cannot call yourself pro-life if you continue voting for this.
Yeah. How can you be pro-life? And when people want to sit there giving Republicans and giving police, it's like you get people out there giving these Republicans, giving these police officers excuse after excuse. I mean, stop letting them make up excuses like that. It's time to get these motherfuckers out of here. It's time for reform. With that said, I'm out of here. Peace out.